Commitments of aid to Ukraine are at their lowest since the war began. Ukraine's been relying on Western support since Russia invaded in February 2022, and new data shows an 87% fall in new commitments of aid compared to the same period last year. This graph shows us the total aid that's been promised each month. It peaked last December. And look at what's happened in recent months. This latest data shows that commitments have continued to fall. Of 42 countries which have previously donated, only 20 committed new aid between August and October. And there were only small commitments from Ukraine's two biggest donors, the US, which provides the most military aid, and the EU, which provides the most financial aid. And both are experiencing political standoffs. In Washington, Joe Biden wants Congress to approve a funding bill which includes $61 billion worth of aid for Ukraine. But it's currently being blocked by Republicans, who want any aid to Ukraine to be tied to tougher US border controls. And they have this concern too.
There are important questions that must be answered so that we can continue with these negotiations. Among those is, what is the objective? What is the end game in Ukraine?
With Republicans blocking the bill, it's not clear what the end game on this legislation will be. And the White House has this warning.
Without additional funding, these weapons will be among the last that we'll be able to send. Cutting off support and giving Vladimir Putin exactly what he wants.
President Zelensky was equally blunt to US senators in September.
There was a single sentence that summed it all up, and I'm quoting him verbatim. Mr. Zelensky said, "If we don't get the aid, we will lose the war."
And this isn't all about the US. The biggest pending aid commitment is from the European Union. 50 billion euros in financial aid has been promised to Ukraine, but it's yet to be finally approved. That's because there are divisions between member states over a new overall EU budget, and that's threatening the pledge that was made to Kiev. And so, as the war enters another winter, it's worth remembering what Joe Biden said just after Russia's invasion.
We must commit now to be in this fight for the long haul. It will not be easy. There will be cost, but it's a price we have to pay.
The price the West is willing to pay is, for now, falling, as will be noted in Ukraine and in Russia.